Good evening, Fernwood. My name's Neil, and thank you so much for joining me on day 5 of our journey through the very odd 1970 soap opera, Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman is a satirical soap opera that kind of plays with some weirdness. It was oddly popular at the time and has been forgotten just a little bit. Today's episode is January 9th, 1976, which would have been the first Friday of the series. Since it's a soap opera, I'll assume that Friday is going to have some interesting cliffhangery material to get me excited for the episode that will come on Monday. For those of you who are just joining us, I should recap what I remember from the last episode. I'll just keep this to 3 things. The big first thing is that Grandpa Larkin, otherwise known as the Fernwood Flasher, has moved in or has stayed the night with Mary and Tom. Mary and Tom are the lead couple on the show. Mary Hartman is the title character of the show. Tom is her husband. They're having marital issues in that Tom has felt some pressure from Mary. Mary wants some sexual attention. She doesn't say those words that way, but they talk about doing it and all that. So I'll assume that that's what they're talking about. So we have a neighbor couple who are Loretta and Charlie. They're doing sort of the musician's path because Loretta's a country singer. She sings a song in many of the episodes, and Charlie is her much older husband. They are very sweet to each other, but maybe a little bit of a mismatch. And a few other family members, which we'll get to know. But the big thing to know that dropped us at the end of the last episode, 2 things kind of combined into one. Sergeant Foley, who is this hot police officer that Mary's been sort of vibing with, ran into Mary at the bowling alley. He gives her a caress on her face at the same time as saying that Tom and Mary's daughter Heather is wanted for questioning by the police. So that was the cliffhanger yesterday. Let's go. I'm done rattling off my little tiny points. I'm sure we'll catch up on some fun stuff as we go to January 9th, January 9th, 1976's episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman.
Whenever you walk by, I fall to pieces.
It's
Thank you very much. I sure hope I never disappoint you. I appreciate that both for myself and for the late great Patsy Cline, whose song I Fall to Pieces is still one of the country's big hits, and whose tragic demise in a plane crash some 15 years ago deprived each and every one of us of one of the truly great talents in country music in the country.
Patsy Cline is definitely an iconic country legend.
I really do. And right now I'd like... They call me an engineer, and I'm riding the train to heaven. I got a mother and a father and a chicken and a goat. And I'm riding the
people are walking out.
Heaven.
Her confidence is a little bit
feathers and hooves, so let me
popped.
explain.
You're something else up there. I mean it. You're something else. You had
She cleared the house.
Where's Mary and Tom?
They had a fight.
I know what...
Well, whatever it was, it had to do with them because you were marvelous.
It did have to do with them. It had nothing to do with
That Tom Hartman. He's been asking strange questions about you and me.
Well, what kind of questions?
This is new to
Personal
me.
questions. Like Tom was trying to check himself out.
I think I just stumbled on the truth of it.
Oh yeah, from the first
Mary
episode.
Hartman ain't getting enough vitamin L from her man Tom.
Vitamin L?
Vitamin love. I think I ought to write a song about that.
This is a recap of the stuff you missed in the last 4 episodes.
But I saw Mary talking to a strange guy when I came out of your dressing room. But I got the funniest feeling that he was an out-of-uniform cop.
Very
Martha,
insightful.
don't stick me.
Look, you must have lost 30 pounds since you bought these pants. Enough. They're just
Grandpa
too big
Raymond
for
Larkin
you.
doesn't
I
really
should
wear
take
his
them away.
pants.
Best present we ever had.
Now, Paul, I'm sewing these suspenders into your pants so you won't forget.
It's not the suspenders he forgets.
It could be, George. It could be the cause of the mishaps he's been having lately.
Another man who wouldn't take any guff was Harold Ickens.
Harold Ickens. A rose is a rose, Martha.
Daddy, I didn't know you knew that poem.
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me.
I doubt that.
Ooh, George and Martha getting flirty.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Cinderella.
Hello, Prince.
She's home early. That can only mean one thing.
Martha, you're impossible. You gibber when she's late, you jabber when she's early.
Something wrong. There's nothing wrong.
I'm fired.
You see, she's fired.
I told you.
You said I was incompetent.
You're not incompetent.
Right here, Paul. I just finished pressing it.
Make sure you button it down good.
Okay. Tuck it in.
Oh. Martha left a iron mark on the back of Grandpa Larkin's shirt.
Don't nibble in my ear. You can nibble on the outside of my ear or on my ear.
An amorous embrace between Tom and Mary.
Mary.
I just can't stop thinking about Sergeant Foley
Sergeant Foley?
at the Capri Lounge.
What, are you attracted to him? Huh?
He touched my cheek.
What are you trying to tell me?
I think he just wanted to tell me that Heather, your Heather in the Lombardi murders. The police want to talk to her, Tom.
About the Lombardi murders?
I think we better check on her right.
Mary, you're acting really weird.
Okay, then we won't.
But it's turning me on, so I don't know what it is.
Tom, I'll get the phone and you check on him. Hello?
Mrs. Hartman? You got a kid named Heather?
Heather who?
The one who knew the Lombardis.
Is this a dial-a joke? Who is this?
Just wanted to make sure I didn't have the wrong one.
That's
That's
threatening.
fine. Mary, will you please tell me who the person on the phone was? Who was it?
He wanted to know if I had a kid named Heather. And did she know the Lombardi kids? And he wanted to make sure he had the right one.
Oh, honey, come on. Hey.
Tom kind of comforts her.
Hey, now stop. You know who that was? Huh? You know, it was a kid. Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'm losing my momentum.
Oh, no, come on, please don't lose your momentum.
You can't judge a person.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll take a nice long hot shower. The only trouble is,
Why?
well, I'm not quite in the mood for a long hot shower.
Why don't I take one with you?
I'm in the mood for a bath. Oh, honey, come on. I'm sorry. If you really want to, we'll take a nice long hot shower together.
We will?
Yeah, we will.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, it'll be fun. We haven't done it in such a long time.
That was 11 years ago.
The next
Touch
morning,
your eggs.
in their kitchen.
I should have fixed pancakes, huh? I knew I should have.
I didn't want pancakes, Mary.
It's the coffee, isn't it? Bad coffee just will kill anything, won't it? What am I going to do about my coffee? I have tried every type of coffee. I've tried drip, I've tried grind, I've tried perk.
I'm just not hungry.
Tom, you have to keep up your strength.
Why?
Work.
This is Saturday. I don't work on Saturday. All right, Mary, will you stop it, please?
Stop it?
Just stop it. This is worse than if you just said it. Just worse.
Say what?
You know what?
No, I don't. Tom, I love you very much.
That is the worst possible thing you could have said at this moment. The worst.
Tom, you did try. You tried. You just can't spend that much time in a hot shower.
$3 tap class.
$1 isn't a lot.
Skimmy.
She's not a happy child.
Good morning, Mary.
Grandpa.
I didn't have nothing to do, so I thought I'd come over here and do it.
Very well, yeah, how'd it go? Oh, hi, Grandpa.
I think I'll go down and watch them now. And
Well, tell us. What happened?
Oh, hey, Mary, here I am. Today's the big day. Oh,
A new person.
good.
Signs that say eat money and fatso.
Which one is this for?
Fatso. Fernwood Association to stop overpricing. We are going to close every market in this city.
But Blanche, then how are people supposed to buy food?
I know. A lot of people are going to starve. But that's what it's going to take to make our point. 31 cents? Are you crazy?
31 cents for a bottle of mustard.
Miss Hartman, this is the library.
You are?
Well, those titles would be Sex and the Female Response, You and Your Climax, 343 Ways to Improve Your Marriage, and It's Your Body, Do It, a guide to erotic pleasures. Miss Hartman, these are the books you ordered.
Oh, yes, and I'll tell her.
Miss Hartman, are you all right?
Well, I'll tell you. I took a very long shower last night, and I woke up with a real bad headache this morning, so I took a couple of aspirin, to cover that.
End credits. It was just little inches forward every episode. Other than that first episode, it was like bang, bang, bang in that first episode. And then every episode this week has just been a little creep forward. And today we see the word is not used, but Tom and Mary, were trying to go at it. He was not in the mood. Then she suggests they take a shower together. We don't see it on screen, but apparently they did, and things did not work. And Mary and Tom seem to be having it's not said out loud, but impotence seems to be part of the issue. So we've got that Grandpa Larkin's thing isn't really moving. He's just trying to figure out what's going on. And then the other big thing this episode was that there seems to be some amount of threat towards Heather. They kind of blew it off, but we don't really know. Hopefully nothing bad goes on there. And then at the end, we see that Mary Hartman has been looking into getting some better education about her sexuality and how to feel good that way. So it's finally been said out loud that the word sex has finally been said out loud. And she's still in denial a little bit. She kind of wanted to pretend she wasn't the person who ordered the books from the library. There's also a new character called Blanche. Don't know if she's going to be a big thing, but apparently she's starting a group called Fatso. That's the goal of the group Fatso is to close all of the markets in Fernwood. Don't know why anyone would want to do that, but I don't know. Protesting is fun. So yeah, the big ones for me though are, the moving forward on the Lombardi case and Tom and Mary's escalating fight. It's like they kind of move a couple inches forward, then boom, they go like 3 inches back, and I am very curious to see where things go. That was the January 9th, 1976 episode of Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman. I found myself getting a little bit misty-eyed there. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey, and us meaning me and my hat. And we will see you next Monday in Fernwood.